So moving on in the clean series, we're going to go over how to do a power clean from the floor. So getting set up to the bar, we're going to make sure that the bar is directly over the top of the shoelaces as we get set up to it. So from here, we're going to set up just like a deadlift, okay? Bar's going to be over the shoelaces, back is flat. Now, when we look at this, my shoulders should be over the top of my hips should be over the top of my knees. We don't want to be set up with the hips really high, okay, and horizontal to the ground. We also don't want to be set up really low where the thigh is horizontal to the ground, okay? So good setup is shoulders over the hips, hips over the knees. Okay, from here, we're just going to do a lift off, okay? So we're gonna lift straight up to the knee, pause, and then back down, okay? So from here, let's stand up. So from here, as we do this, you will notice that his hips and his shoulders rise at the same rate, okay? You'll also notice that his knees are going to go back out of the way so that the bar can come directly vertical from where it started, okay? And maybe even slightly back in towards his hips, okay? So go ahead and get set up. So back is flat, good setup position, okay? Knees are going to go back, hips and shoulders rise at the same rate. Okay, back down. Okay, so we can drill these, again, anywhere from 8 to 10 reps just to get what that feels like. We can pause there and continue into the clean. We can go from the floor to the power position, so that's what we'll do next, is floor all the way up to the quarter squat power position. Okay, so same setup. We're gonna go slow, up and in. We're gonna make sure that as we reach that power position, we're still squatted. Okay, so that when we do go into that clean, then we have enough flexion to jump. Okay, so let's go back down the floor. Okay, so we're gonna pause at that power position and then jump into the clean. Pause, jump straight up. Good. Okay, so this would be the first variation from the floor, taking it very slow and pausing at the power position so they feel what it's like to get to that power position. The next one would be, just like the hangs, is we're gonna go slow, make sure that we contact that power position, but make sure that we go slow enough that we can stay centered and we have time to feel all that out. It's the same setup. We're just gonna go slow on the way up, contact that power position. Okay, and so if you ever have an athlete that is having a hard time contacting that power position, going slow on the way up is a really good way to make them feel those positions and make sure we can get that bar back into that power position. And then lastly, obviously, we're just gonna go full speed into that clean.